Welcome back to What's Your Take? Just got done watching the NFL playoffs. Crazy games, people. Crazy. Both number one seeds go down. We got a block punt that basically wins the game for the 49ers. The Titans throw an interception. They turn it over because they don't have the better quarterback. And they're still the number one seed. And the Bengals are going to the championship round. 49ers are back in it. Could get back to the Super Bowl. First time since 2019? Yeah. And so, just crazy. And it wasn't even like, it was like the best games. I mean, the endings were cool. But the whole games were like back and forth. Really defense. The 49ers defense stepped up. I thought the Bengals defense did okay. Let's look at these stats here. So, Joe Burrow. Look, the Bengals, whatever happens, you win these next two, you win the whole thing, or you lose to the Chiefs, whatever, or Bills, whatever happens, get an offensive line. Oh my gosh. Joe Burrow was sacked 9 times. 9 times! And you still won by a somehow miracle because Tannehill threw an interception. Let's see. And you got one of the best wide receivers in the game, and he's only a rookie. Joe Burrow went 28 for 37, 348 yards, 9.9 yards per pass, so almost a first down on every play. He didn't even throw a touchdown pass. He was sacked 9 times for 68 yards. Negative 68 yards. Didn't even throw a touchdown pass, and they won the game. And Joe Mixon, he had 14 attempts, 54 yards rushing, had a touchdown, so he scored. Only touchdown for the Bengals. The rest were all field goals. Then receiving, Jamar Chase. He had oh my gosh. He had 5 receptions, 6 targets. He averaged 22 yards per catch. He had over 100 yards in the game. That is insane that they still won. I mean, they talk about being the number one seed is so great. Maybe you don't want to be the number one seed because you get the week off. So these teams are already in a mojo. And the number one seeds have a bye, so they're rested, and it's the first game of the playoffs for them. So the Titans really could not stop Chase at all. He's only a rookie, and he's had 100 yards in both playoff games, they said today, and on the games. And this guy's just going to get better. He's probably, if he's at this pace now, and he keeps going like this, he could be one of the best wide receivers, like, in the NFL. I mean, it's only his rookie year. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself with that. But still, I mean, this guy is having a great season. Their defense, Cincinnati's defense, they did all right. The leading tackler for Cincinnati's defense was Logan Wilson. He had a total of 8 tackles and 1 interception. So turnovers really helped. I mean, Tannehill threw that interception at the end, which helped them. So that's the playoffs, though. You got to get things to go their way. But he threw 3 interceptions. I mean, that's what hurts him. He threw 1 touchdown. Tannehill did. 220 yards. 15 for 24. But 3 interceptions. And you gotta think, the better quarterback won. Were the Titans a better team for the whole season? Yes. But the Bengals had the way better quarterback in Joe Burrow. And again, he didn't even throw a touchdown pass, and his best wide receiver got over 100 yards. Come on, guys. Come on, Titans. Derrick Henry, first game back, just getting injured, gave him the ball 20 times and only had 62 yards, averaged 3 yards per carry. He did score a touchdown, though. Then, Foreman, Dante Foreman, he averaged 16.5 yards per carry, had 66 yards, and 4 rushing attempts. So he had a big game. He had like that one run in I think it was like third quarter. Had a huge run in the third quarter. Got him to the goal line, and they could not score. You gotta score, Titans. Come on, you've been the best team all year. Your best player was hurt for most of the season, and you did fine. And then the playoffs come, and you can't do it. And the Bengals, they weren't. I wouldn't say, I don't want to say they were this good during the season. They just got hot at the right time, and now they're in the championship round. I mean, come on, Titans. Let's go to the Packers 49ers game here. Packers 49ers. It's kind of funny. Everybody said the Packers gonna make it to the Super Bowl. And honestly, they should have won. They were like the favorite to make it to the Super Bowl and even win it. But that's the great thing about sports, is that you never know what's gonna happen. So, Jimmy Garoppolo went 11 for 19, 131 yards, averaged 6.9 yards of throw. Didn't have any touchdowns, just like Joe Burrow did, and he had 1 interception. He did have some bad throws, like I was watching him, and some of the throws weren't great, but I mean they're a running team, so the running backs really carried the offense for him. And Mitchell had 17 carries for 53 yards. Samuel had 10 carries for 39 yards. So as a team, they rushed for rushing attempts 29 to the Packers 20. Yards per rush, they averaged 3.7 yards, and they had 106 yards on the ground though. So they really pound the ball down Green Bay's throat at 106 yards to Green Bay's only 67 yards rushing. But passing was, let's see, first downs, total plays, total yards. They had only 212 yards to the Packers' 263 yards passing. That's pretty good, though, for the 49ers defense to hold the Packers to 263 yards passing, under 300 yards. Not bad. But the 49ers defense really showed up. And obviously special teams. I think they said after the game on Fox that the Packers were they were dead last in special teams. So, and what cost them the game? Their special teams. That's why football's a full team game, people. Anything can happen on offense, defense, and special teams. Special teams, nothing. I mean, it doesn't happen that much. Usually the offense makes a good big score. The defense makes a stop. But that block punt was awesome by the 49ers. Because you don't see many block punts now. And this is just awesome to see a block punt in the playoffs. It was snowing, cold, big play of the game. And obviously that doesn't happen. The Packers win. But the thing about the Packers too is they should have scored more. You have the better offense, better quarterback, had the better team all year, and I thought they were honestly gonna run away with it. When they scored their 1 touchdown, I thought oh man, they're gonna win this 21-0 or 28-7 or something like that. Maybe get it, maybe 35-14. But they really could not score. First downs. 49ers at 12. Packers at 14. Oh, okay. Yards per play, the Packers had 4.9, Niners had 4.1. So they get average more yards per play, even turnovers. Both teams have one turnover. Time of possession, 29 minutes for the Niners, 30 minutes for the Packers. It's pretty even on that. Let's see. Penalties. Rushing attempts. Let's see. Penalties. Where's penalties? Sacks. Sacks yards lost. 49ers had 4. The Packers 4 for 25 yards. The Packers had 5 for 29 yards. All in all, though, Packers should have won this game, man. You're the favorite out of the whole NFL, probably to win the Super Bowl, besides either the Bills or the Chiefs, and you lost. You choked. And I guess we'll just have to see how the Packers take this in the offseason. Will Aaron Rodgers leave? Will he not? As for the Titans, do they stay with Tannehill? Do they make some changes? It didn't help that their best player was out all year in his first game back in the playoffs. But Derrick Henry, he's a beast. He'll be back and dominating, probably breaking some rushing records along the way. So, all in all, pretty good Sunday. Way better than last week in the first round, just because they were all blowouts, except for the 49ers-Cowboys game, which were just like stupid plays and mistakes at the end of the game. So, I wouldn't say the wild card weekend was that great. So, can't wait for tomorrow's games with the Bucks versus the Rams, and then the big game, Chiefs and Buffalo Bills. Gonna be a great Sunday.